Okay, so in today's video, guys, we are going to be going through the top 10 Easter eggs in Piggy Book 2. So of course, in today's video, I'm going to be rounding up all of the biggest Easter eggs so far in Book 2. There's going to be a few that you will probably recognize, and there's probably going to be a few new pieces of information that you will most definitely not know about. Now, of course, this video right here is in a very similar series to what I have been doing before. So if you would like to go and check out some previous videos, some top 10 secrets, some top 10 Easter eggs, and also some top 10, characters that we have not yet met, there are still loads of videos that I'm sure that you guys have probably not yet seen. And today's video is also going to be a corker. But if you guys could kindly be using star code Antixx when buying Robux or Premium, that would be much appreciated. And if you guys do, then make sure to take a picture, send it to me over on Twitter or Discord so that I can show you guys my appreciation. So guys, the top 10 Easter eggs in Piggy Book 2, let's do this. Number 1, Davy Jones' sickness. Now this one was actually brought up to me on Twitter, which I did find actually extremely interesting. Now, this Davy Jones' sickness thing is actually something that is mentioned inside of SpongeBob. And as you guys know, Minitoon is a lover of SpongeBob. He's a lover of Boss Baby. All of those sort of meme type video things. I don't know. I don't even watch them. But this Davy Jones sickness was actually brought up inside of SpongeBob. And of course, I don't watch it, so someone did bring this to my attention. So I'm going to put an image up on screen right now where you can see this green looking ghost type thing that is inside of SpongeBob. Now, of course, I'm speaking about the Davy Jones sickness that Budgie does speak about at the end of Chapter 7 in Book 2. And he is basically just speaking about his crewmates down below in the Medora. So I did think that that was a pretty cool Easter egg that, Minitoon actually got some inspiration from SpongeBob. I'm assuming that, whoever sent me this was, correct, because I did catch it up and they're right. But I just wanted to say, I thought that was a pretty cool Easter egg to add inside of Piggy. Number 2, the Medora. Now guys, if you've seen my most recent video, you will know that I actually find this to be such a cool Easter egg. So, we have the boat that is in Piggy Book 2 Chapter 7, and that boat is called the Medora. Now, if you go ahead and you basically search up the Medora in Google, it takes you to a city in North Dakota. Now the interesting thing about that is that yes, it takes you to North Dakota, but we actually also have a Dakota skin. So yes, it looks like there's some links between the two. There's a city in North Dakota that's called Medora, which is the name of the ship, and now we've also got a Dakota skin. But also in this very small city of the Medora, there is also this musical that people go to see. Now I'm going to put an image up on screen right now, and this is an image of the musical, and as you can clearly see in the background, those buildings look extremely similar to Piggy Chapter 7. In fact, it's almost a spitting image, because Minitoon also did put out this tweet basically hinting towards the musicals. So maybe this place is something to do with Minitoon always wanting to go to this place. Or the other suggestion was that Piggy could well actually just be in North Dakota. But make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, which one do you believe? Is Piggy actually based in North Dakota, or do you think that Minitoon literally just used this musical as inspiration? Number 3, Leo the Lion. Now my good old friend Leo Lion's kind of turning out to be the pony of Book 1, isn't he? Leo the Lion was first hinted in Book 2 Chapter 1 of The Alleys. And of course, he was hinted because of the binoculars up in Leo's laundromat. Now guys, with this one comes a very cool piece of information that you will not know about. Something that could change the future of the Piggy storyline. So of course, in Piggy Book 2 Chapter 7, you can clearly see that there are Leo the Lion's, binoculars literally just up on the stairs right there, literally hiding behind this barricade. Now we know that it is Leo the Lion hiding up there just simply because that there is that note that basically says to everybody, don't come upstairs because I feel safe for once in my life. I don't want anyone to come up. I don't want anyone to see me. I don't want to see anyone. I'm safe. Leave me alone. I'm happy up here all by myself. And then of course you see the Leo the Lion binoculars literally right there. So that is obviously hinting towards Leo the Lion actually being hiding upstairs in book 2 chapter 7. So the interesting thing here is that Leo the Lion is actually on the move. He has obviously relocated from the alleys all the way to the port. But this is where you guys get that very interesting piece of information. So a good friend of mine on Twitter, Piggy Discussions, actually went ahead and messaged Minitoon, and they basically said, hey Minitoon, hope you're having a great day. I noticed that there are binoculars hidden in the port chapter, and that's not a coincidence. A secret in the map when we have seen binoculars before has to mean something. Gotta belong to Leo. The only thing I'm confused about is that binoculars are still in the alleys in Intercity. Since Intercity takes place after book 2, this means one of 4 things. A, it is the same binoculars but we haven't been updated in Intercity yet. B, they're the same, but this part of the storyline wasn't thought out when Intercity was released. C, we're all overthinking and they're just binoculars. D, you have something bigger planned. If it doesn't leak anything too major, could we have some confirmation about this? Well, Minitoon did actually reply, and they said they shouldn't be in Intercity. That's what I'll say. So just as I expected, they should not be in the alleys. Leo the Lion is literally on the move and he has taken his binoculars with him. Now why is Leo the Lion being this, you know, huge kind of mystery character that we haven't yet seen, but he's clearly moving around inside of Piggy? Well, my theory here, guys, is that he could well have been that witness in the countryside. I feel like Leo the Lion actually has a bit of information. But guys, I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. Number 4, survival of ZIZZY. Now, it's not new to anybody that they now know that ZIZZY is in jeopardy. We know that she has basically become infected, or she is just about to become infected, but she is also going to be returning to the Piggy storyline at some point. But how is she going to be returning to the storyline? Well guys, this is where the Easter egg does come in. In the safe place, you have Z, you have ZIZZY, and their swords are literally in their room. However, if you take a very close look in ZIZZY's room, her sword is missing. That could mean that ZIZZY is literally about to chop off her arm, making sure that she does not become infected. So I'm assuming the reason why ZIZZY's sword is actually missing inside of the safe place is because she potentially had it with her all along, but it looks as though she could well be chopping off her arm to basically get away from the infection that Pony scratched her with. I mean, we've seen Mr. P, he hasn't even got an arm, he's got some, you know, bionic arm that keeps him going and decides to shoot big old orange balls at people. So what's stopping ZIZZY from having a bionic arm as well? But just know guys that ZIZZY's sword is literally missing inside of the safe place, and that she is going to be returning to the Piggy storyline at some point, because Minitoon has in fact confirmed it. It's just that that big question is how. Number 5, the missing TSP member. Now there could well actually be a secret TSP member out there that we have not yet seen, and that is simply due to one note that is inside of the refinery. Now from the top of my memory, that note reads out something along the lines of, Kitty, please stop putting all of your laundry in our washing machines because it is turning my uniform pink. So this well could be hinting towards that there is some form of TSP member out there with pink uniform. Now I've seen that a lot of people are saying that it could well be Willow, and yes, she has got like, you know, pinkish sort of clothing I suppose, but it is also literally just purple? I would say so. But the other thing that I would like to point out is that Willow isn't necessarily wearing TSP uniform. She is kind of just wearing her own things, you know, she's still wearing her scarf and stuff like that, and the whole of her, you know, uniform isn't exactly pink. I would say it's more purple than anything, but let's just pretend that it's pink for now. It is literally just the top underneath. So do you guys think that we are going to be seeing another TSP character very soon that could well be having pink uniform, or do you think that it is just clearly speaking about Willow? Again, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what are your theories on this. Number 6, Friend. Now let's face it, the friend Easter egg is literally one of the best of book 2 so far. It is literally just basically revealing who the Insolence is going to be, or at least giving us some kind of idea as to what the Insolence is going to be. But whatever this friend is, I don't think I want to be friends with it. So of course in book 2 chapter 7 you literally just click on the 5 eyes of Insolence, and then you go over to the door, you basically click on the door, and this weird old little black thing just chases you around the map, and it's not friendly. I don't know why they call it friend. I would call it enemy. Lesson of the day, guys, don't make friends with somebody that's called friend. But this does reveal, you know, that the Insolence is literally coming. We're speaking about the Insolence, and there's still more to be actually discovering here. Obviously, the friend skin does come out of the door after we summon it with the eyes of Insolence. So is this friend actually going to be the Insolence, or is it something in relation to Mr. Stitchy? Well, it looks as though we are going to be seeing Mr. Stitchy in chapter 8, because Minitoon did tweet out about a teddy bear. So that is extremely exciting, but I would love to know what your theories on the friend skin down below. And again, make sure to don't be friends with the friend. Number 7, the beacon. Okay, I may have said that a little bit creepy, but there's a reason why I say it a little bit creepy, because again, I feel like I've been on this for quite some time now. This beacon, I feel like it's going to have something big to do in the ending of Piggy book 2. I've made theories about the beacon potentially controlling the infected. I feel like that could well be a thing, and there is also that note literally inside of the sewers that says summon it, light the beacon. Oh my goodness, guys. This is crazy. I don't know why I turn into an American gangster when I do my videos, but I'm sorry. But there is literally that beacon inside of the sewers, and then there is also that don't trust the SI, which I've obviously said that could well be the signal, but it looks as though that this is turning out to be a pretty big Easter egg. There's obviously that like red tower type thing with a bit of a beacon at the top of it, so could it be that? But it does look as though this again could actually be hinting towards Mr. Stitchy spawning in chapter 8, simply because of the hints that Minitoon did give us the other day. I also did do a video on that, so if you would like to go and check that one out after this video, then make sure to do so. I do give you guys my theories on chapter 8, and I do give you my theories on Mr. Stitchy actually coming in. Number 8, the pony script. So, of course, it looks as though Pony is in the thick of it once again. Now, in the safe place, Pony did give us this kind of secret kind of, you know, like speech that no one actually knows how to trigger it. It's weird. It's completely weird. But anyway, Pony basically said inside of the safe place, the Insolence watches. Huh? What did I just say? A strange voice just came into my head, but I don't remember what it told me. Very interesting indeed. But there is also another one that I feel like a lot of people have actually forgotten about here. Now, Pony basically said again in the factory, I don't like this place. The whispers are even louder here. Let's leave this awful place. And again, still, nobody knows how to make it spawn in. Nobody knows how to trigger it. But it looks as though the Insolence and Pony are connecting in some way, shape or form. And again, it's turning out to be a pretty big Easter egg, and obviously something in a storyline that is going to be having to be explained quite a lot, because there's this whole connection with Pony speaking about the Insolence watches, and then the actual Insolence, which is obviously the friend skin that we have spoken about. So that friend skin and Pony have some form of connection. And again, I have made theories that Mr. Stitchy could well be Pony's dad. So could that well be the connection that we are speaking about here? Again, let me know in the comment section down below. Number 9. The Insolence. Now, the interesting thing here, guys, is that in the safe place came, of course, that secret note. And also, Minitoon and IKEA's have both been tweeting about the secret kind of decoded messages. So one of the secret messages actually read out saying, "The eye doth watch from the underneath, the eye doth seek those who are meek."
Wherefore Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I mean, it does sound very Shakespearean, let's admit, guys. Now, that note that is in the safe place, the one that you do find right next to the Eye of Insolence, literally reads out saying, "The Insolence watches thy crimes, those that will haunt thou for lifetimes." Again, very Shakespearean, we get it. So whoever the Insolence is, could it well be the friend, could it be Mr. Stitchy, could it be Pony, all of these sort of characters, they're having these decoded messages literally added into the game. And I'll be honest, I hope that we do see another coded, note in Chapter 8, because it is what makes things exciting, it makes you do things after the actual game has been released, so I would love to see more decoded notes actually added into Piggy. But again, lesson of the day, don't make friends with a friend. And finally, number 10, the chair. So in the sewers, you go down to where this whole eye is literally doing its whole whispering and stuff like that. And it's like, just like that, okay? Literally, just like that. It's whispering in your ear. But if you take a closer look to the chairs, one of them is literally brand new. The others are extremely rusty. Could that mean that whoever the Eye of Insolence is going to be, it has been worshipped a long time ago, and that somebody is literally trying to basically reborn this whole Insolence? Could that person obviously be Willow? It could be. But because there are some rusty chairs literally down there staring at the whiteboard and stuff like that, it looks as though that there has been some form of crew or group that has maybe just been down here. I don't know why they would set up a classroom down in the sewers anyway, and of course the chairs are rusty. So it looks as though people have been down here in the past. Just what were they doing down there? Maybe this is like an old spell or something like that, and Willow might well be into her witchcraft. But again, we're just going to have to wait and find out. But that is a pretty interesting Easter egg that still I'm very uncertain about. But anyway, guys, there we go. That was my top 10 Easter eggs so far in Book 2. Again, if you guys could be using star code Antixx when buying Robux or Premium, that would be much appreciated. And again, obviously, if you do, make sure to take a picture so that I can show you guys my appreciation. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we shall see you guys in the next one.